Hello, you're watching Euronews Now. Our top story this hour, the US president tweets floating the idea of delaying the presidential election. We'll have the story. Tokesy did it on Twitter, his favorite platform, and he pinned it to the top of the profile. Now, just in April, the president had said no possibility of a delay. Then look at this. The US president again repeating unsubstantiated claims that mail-in ballots for this election would lead, in his words, to the most fraudulent election in US history, saying it would be an embarrassment to the USA. And then look at this at the bottom. Delay the election, the president asks, until everybody can vote properly, securely, and safely with 3 question marks. That is the first time we've heard that idea floated by the president, and it immediately drew condemnation from both sides of the political spectrum in America. Needless to say, leading Democrats like Bernie Sanders saying no way will the American people take this, saying the election will be decision day. But also Republicans, let's bring you up Republicans like Adam Kinzinger here saying, reminder, the election dates are set by Congress, and that he, as a Republican, will resist any attempt by the US president to change that. So first of all, worth saying, the president's claims about mail-in voting, once again repeating these, are unsubstantiated. No evidence provided in that tweet. But secondly, look at this. A lot of congressmen on both sides saying, we are the ones who would decide a change in date. Congress, the lower house in the US, is controlled by the Democrats. And also, the 20th Amendment of the US Constitution became a top trend. Here it is online, because you can read in writing, quite simply, down there in the US Constitution, that on the 20th day in January, obviously a few months after the election itself, there will be the changeover in presidents. It's on the 20th day in January. That's in the US Constitution. Congress would have to change the date. We know they're not going to do that. So why did the president tweet these claims, these unsubstantiated claims, once again about mail-in ballots, and then this claim about floating the idea of changing the date? Well, a number of suggestions going around. Let me bring you a couple of them. Heather Long, she is a journalist, saying, well, this comes on the same day as the US has terrible results, the worst quarterly drop in history. A lot of people saying, could this be a distraction tactic? But then you've got other journalists saying, well, yes, the president can't delay the election, but maybe what he's doing here is looking at the polls and attempting to preempt a possible loss. That's another suggestion going around. But crucially, Tokes, the US president tweeting claims that are unsubstantiated, repeating them once again. We are yet to see what Twitter is going to do.